1-9, simplifying algebraic expressions. Some things you have to know first. Here is an algebraic expression, 5x plus 3y minus 7. 5x is called a term. 3y is called a term. 7 is a term. So in this there are 3 terms. What divides the terms? Plus and minus signs. Almost like you could come along and draw lines and go term, term. Okay, that's one term, that's a second term, that's a third term. Now, in an algebraic expression, sometimes there's a coefficient and a variable. The coefficient is the number that goes with the variable. The variable is the letter that is in the expression. So 9 is the coefficient, x is the variable. Now, there's also something called like terms. What makes terms like or alike is they have the same variable and if they have the same exponent. So when you're thinking like terms, you're not looking at the coefficient. You're looking at the variable and the exponent. So, in this list of terms, do you see any terms that are alike? Yes, 3x and 6x, those are like terms. I'm going to put a blue square around them. They are alike. Do you see any other terms that are alike? Yes, z and 4z are alike. I'm going to put a blue circle around those. Do you see any other terms that are alike? Yes, 9y and 3y are alike. Remember, what makes them alike are they have the same variable, and if they have a power, they have the same exponent. There's some terms in this list that are not like anything else. For example, 5a. There's nothing like 5a in this list, and there's nothing like 4x squared in this list. They are not like terms. Okay, here's another list of terms. Can you find the like terms? Find the like terms, write them beside each other, and then turn the video back on. Okay, in this list of terms, there are only 2 sets that are alike. 2y and 4y, they are like terms. They are alike. They have the same variable. 7a and 8a, they are alike. They have the same variable. The rest of these terms don't have anything like them. Now, remember at the beginning, I told you this was about simplifying algebraic expressions. When you simplify something, it just means you make it more simple. So, the cool thing about like terms is you can add and subtract them. But you can only add or subtract terms that are alike. So, in the first example, 3x and 2x are alike. So that's like having 3x's plus 2x's. So what do you have? You have 5x. Isn't 5x more simple than 3x plus 2x? That's what simplify means. In the second example, you have 7y and 3y. Those are like terms, and then you have a 5 that's not like. So the only ones you can add are the 7y plus the 3y. So that is 10y, and then you just put plus 5. You can't add the 5 with the 10y. They're not like terms. In example number 3, this goes back to our lesson on properties. Remember the distributive property? So the first thing you have to do is take the 8 and multiply it times 2x. Well, 8 times 2 is 16, so that must be 16x. And 8 times 5 is 40, so that whole thing becomes 40. And then there's a minus 4x that's hanging outside over here that doesn't have anything to do with distributing. Now, can I make that more simple? Well, of course I can. 16x and minus 4x are like terms. So 16x minus 4x, that makes 12x. And then we still have to put the plus 40 there. That's exactly how you simplify algebraic expressions. Okay, it's time to practice. Stop the video, practice all of these 3, see if you can get an answer, and then turn it back on to see if you got them right. Okay, the first one, 3y plus 2y, those are like terms, so that's 5y altogether. The second one, 6x and 2x, those are like terms. 6x minus 2x is 4x, but don't forget you have to put the plus 5 because it's not like anything, so it just goes on there. The third one, first you're going to distribute. 3 times 4 is 12x. 3 times 4 is 12 plus the x, so that's 12x. 3 times 8 is 24. Now don't forget that minus sign is still there. Then you have plus 7. Okay? 12x minus 24 plus 7 equals 12x minus 17. Because I've got 7 of these minuses I have to take away. So that's minus 17. That one's kind of weird. You'll understand it better later. Now, sometimes they're a little longer, but you're still looking for like terms to put together when it says simplify. 6x squared plus 2x squared, well, that's 8x squared. They're like terms. Then I've got 3y plus y. What in the world is that? Well, y needs a number in front of it, so I'm going to put a 1. Anytime you have a plain letter, if you'll put a 1 in front of it, it will solve some problems for you. So 3y plus 1y, that's 4y. So plus 4y. Now how did I know to put that plus sign there? Well, let me show you something. 6x squared and plus 2x squared got used up. That's what made 8x squared. And then 3y plus 1y got used up. That's what made 4y. So look what's hanging around up here. That plus sign gets to come down. And then I just have minus 5. It's not a like term to anything. So the answer, it's much more simple now, is 8x squared plus 4y minus 5. Sometimes the book tries to trick you. Don't be tricked. They might put 5b squared minus 2b plus 3, and they might say simplify. Are any of those like terms? No. To be a like term with this one, you have to have a b squared. To be a like term with this one, you have to have a plain b. And to be a like term with this one, you have to have a plain number. There's no like terms. So I can't simplify that. What do I do when I can't simplify it? I just write this down. This is the answer. The problem becomes the answer. This is as simple as it can get. It's already as simple as it can get, but they're trying to trick you. Don't get tricked. Okay, here's your video homework. Simplify, simplify, simplify. Make it more simple. Add or subtract like terms. See you tomorrow.